darkness of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day.
Yo, Flurves, hope you're all doing well on this great and awesome evening. Thank you all for coming. It's good to see you. Yeah, tonight's going to be exciting. We have PJ Cruikshank and Jeff Conkle in the panel so long. How you guys doing?
Oh, good. How are you? Good. Looking forward to what STST is good to say.
STST. Yeah, well, he said he wanted to come chat, and it would have been last night, and then he said he couldn't, and well, he's coming tonight apparently, only for about an hour, he says. But
good.
We are here waiting for STST to drop in to see what he wants to chat about. So it's going to be interesting. He says it's not about a debate, it's just to chat. So we'll see what he says. Maybe he wants to defend himself to say why he was a flat earther or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
But it's good to have everybody in. Thank you all for coming. It's good to have everybody here. Let's see. Ooh, what am I clicking on? I went on the wrong screen, yeah? Anyway. The poll tonight is actually just normal. You doing well? Yes, 55%. No, 0%. That's a good number. And I'm okay, 45%. So that's quite good. It's good to see you guys all here. We have PJ Cruikshank in there. Black Circle. Good to see you, mate. One Mind, One Spirit. Thank you for coming. Richard Bull. Hello. Gio, what's up, man? Don Logan, thank you for coming. And then we also have STST that was in earlier. But anyway, we're waiting for him. We'll see when he comes in and what he has to say. Yannick Dazinger, what's up, man? Glad you could make it too. What do you guys think he's going to say to us?
He was a real flat earther. Well, I don't know, because I don't know how he's going to explain where the passion went. You know what I mean? Like, you know that thing when you first realised it clicked. Oh my God, it's flat. You know what I mean? That was never there with him. You know what I mean? You never seen that.
But so you do see it with his globe, though.
Yes.
The passion's definitely there when he's trying to defend the globe.
Yeah, exactly. So to me, it seems like it was made up. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting much from him, because I don't think he's telling the truth. If he says he was if he was a flat earther, if he admits he wasn't, and he was just dubious about the globe, and he was kind of teetering with the idea, you know what I mean, pondering, then mate, that's fine. But saying you're an actual flat earther, no, I don't think he would.
Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see what he has to say. SSC says 5 minutes, no stress, man. We'll be waiting for you. As soon as you come in, we can let you in. So yeah, it's quite hot here tonight again. It's crazy. Don't know what to do with myself. It gets hot. I feel like taking my shirt off. I don't think that's gonna be too good. If everyone wants to get blinded.
The crickets are enjoying the heat anyway.
Yeah, the crickets are sounding nice outside, as you can hear.
Definitely.
Black Circle, what's up, man? Yeah, I also do believe so. Well, the people are getting really pissed off with me lately about my imaginary curve video.
Are they?
They really don't like it at all. They keep telling me he was never at the same position, or he was standing higher than on the one position than the other.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, even if he wasn't exactly the same location or whatever, it's not going to that much difference, because I'm sure he wasn't out by loads of inches.
No, he was at exactly the same spot. Measuring the actual planet be a better way to spend. Let's see if I can.
Why would he do the video? Why would he do the video otherwise? Do you know what I mean? He wasn't there trying to prove flat Earth. You know what I mean?
No, he was just. His point was he's trying to prove the perspective doesn't. Yeah. The perspective of the focal length doesn't cause compression. Because he was looking at the how can I put it? At the crop. So he's looking at the subject relative to the church, not looking at the rest of the background.
The rest of the picture,
So yeah, that's why I agreed with him in some points, and I don't agree with him in other. Yes, I agree that the perspective of if you have a 75% of the screen with crop, it doesn't change, but he ignores the foreshortening effect of everything else, which does give compression.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go to this part. This is the part they don't want to hear. And moving closer is getting bigger. Hey Glenn Salsh, what's up? And Rachie, hello, and really into weird. The break. Good to see you guys. Forced perspective, guys. Where he is on the 16 meters point. Note, guys, he's going to be doing this twice on the same spot. One with the 20 millimeter camera lens, and one with the 200 millimeter lens. Keeping the same distance.
16 meters here.
35.
Yeah.
I'm at 200.
But yeah.
Alrighty.
But we're going to do some analysis on this, still showed photos of this. Notice, guys, remember he's now 16 meters away, correct? Using the 200 millimeters. Can you see the mountains at all now?
No. Well, I'm
exactly. But now he's going to keeping... Yeah, but you see, this is what the thing is. They say, no, he wasn't at the same place. But now he's actually going to say it straight. Let's replicate it and go to exactly the same spot.
Yeah.
Even Ruev messaged him. Yeah, he messaged Mark, the guy from asking him, was he really in the same spot?
Wow.
Was he at the exact same height and everything? It's like, oh, really?
Well,
Yeah, he got a 20-foot platform, threw it under himself that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's very clear. The guy literally says, this is the spot. I'm going to replicate it. And he... I mean, really. Hey, Sparky Steve, thank you for coming. Exactly the same distance, just changing his focal length. He's going to change it to 20, I think a 20 mil or 25 mil lens now. Exactly the same distance, same elevation, everything.
This is a short focal length.
Yeah, now it's just a short focal length.
Right.
Okay, there we go. Back to your same spot. See, he's just changed the lens.
Meters. This is where I took the same shot at 200 millimeters. So I'm just going to replicate that again.
There we go. Do we need to play any more?
No, I think you need to repeat it 5 or 6 more times.
Well, the people are very slow. You know, when it says this is the same spot and I replicate it, doesn't mean this is the same spot and replicate it, does it? That's really crazy.
He's speaking in opposites.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So when he says that, it doesn't really mean what he said. You're right. Yeah. Maybe it was opposite day.
Well, it's the same as Sean Hawkins. He thinks the truth means a big deceit. You know what I mean?
Yep. Hey, Flat GPT, thank you for coming. Flat GPT says, I got the impression that he was in the same spot, but not quite at the exact same height. No, I don't think his legs grew at any time by doing that. He took exactly the same. He tried to replicate it. He went on his knees the same, put his same crouch, everything, yeah. Hey, Moxie. Hey, Jolly Man, what do you say? STC is not in yet. Here he is. He just popped up. There we go.
Yeah. There he is.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, mate. How are you?
Good, and yourself? You doing okay?
Yep, very well. Very well, buddy. Yep.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, man. Those crickets are loud, boy.
Really, Adam?
Real
Sorry, the crickets are a bit loud, yeah.
Real
It's just too hot to close the door, so... So you wanted to chat?
Well, yeah, just as a kind of follow-on from, I think your stream a couple of nights ago. I was hoping Michael would be here as well, because I think he was the one that sort of said, I'd love a chat. So if not, I'll hop back some other time for a little bit.
He is going to be, he just said it's going to be a bit late, but he's coming.
Yeah.
Lovely. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, it's so easy for obviously you guys to just think, oh, well, hello, Jeff and PJ, by the way. This is all very subjective. Obviously, I'm thinking when I was a flat earther, putting myself in your guys' shoes, I would be saying the same thing about me. You are going to get defensive, and just to think, how can anybody ever leave. Do you know what I mean? Like, because looking from the other side of the fence, I can see that. But there is nothing wrong with people changing their minds, if you know what I mean. And the main reason I've come on here, I'm not here to debate about the shape of the earth, but I just want to speak to you guys as a person and just to kind of like make you guys realize, like, you know, I'm not being paid off by anyone. Like, I bloody wish I was, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't be living where I am. Like, but it's just these little things where I just think we need to just kind of just get to the human point at least and be, you know, I am just a guy. I found flat Earth. I believed it. I found it in early 2017, but I didn't make any content myself until about sort of January 2019. I, you know, just got to that point. It was very sort of bubbling underground. Like, it was kind of, you know, people didn't really speak about it as much as, like, say, YouTube channels do these days. So I didn't have those people to speak to. But I think that's the difference. Say, you guys, you saw Ranty because he was very active in the community, wasn't he? Obviously, Rachie has been. And I wasn't, you know, I never got to be a very big channel. When I sort of went back to the globe, I only had, I don't know, say 240 subscribers, something like that. I was a very small channel. So in my eyes, it's basically because you guys had never heard of me, you are then going to that like, oh, he was fake. He never, you know, he never made content. But I obviously, you know, you started to show one of my old Flat Earth videos. And yeah, I just think let's just get to that point, guys, where, you know, I'm not some CIA bloody agent. Like, I'm just a guy that changed his mind twice rather than once. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you guys already changed your mind once, didn't you? To kind of go, oh, actually, I think the Earth's probably more likely flat than a globe. But then I went back again. You know what I mean? I just changed it again. There's no conspiracy behind it. And then that's why, obviously, I then come into the chat and say my piece, you know, because I'm like, I now believe the Earth is a globe. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean I'm not your enemy. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, and we do get, what's the word, tribalism, you know. I have it with my own football team, you know, like the local rival, and I'm going, you fucking wankers, and, you know, it's just human nature, isn't it? Like, we kind of dislike the supposed opposition, but nobody ever gets anywhere without just actually chatting, do they? Do you know what I mean? Because then it just becomes a war, you know, and it's just that's not what I'm here for.
No, I agree. Just,
you know?
just to chat, to get it out there, exactly. Because I mean, we also have some questions I'd like to ask. Like when I ask, what exactly brought you to Flat Earth in the first instance? Because it's very vague. We're not really getting a actual straightforward answer.
I actually commented this to one of your subscribers recently, and I'll kind of say exactly what I said there, because it kind of things come back as to what led me to Flat Earth. But you know, you take a globe, and if you kind of look at one, only really half of the globe has land masses on it. The other half is just basically empty, isn't it? If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a sort of a mind where I often think that the governments are lying to us, especially when it comes to like resources. So I was thinking in my head, I wonder if there's other countries, the other side of the globe, if you know what I mean. Like, say, they got to a point when it was like, let's just stop telling people that we're discovering new land, if you know what I mean. So, say, after they found America, they might have carried on going, and there could have been a huge other continent, and that was like, let's keep this to ourselves. We're not going to tell them about that. So that's kind of how my mind was thinking. So I started searching online about stuff like that, just like hidden lands and things like that. And then Antarctica came up, which obviously the Antarctic Treaty, you know, you hear about stuff like this. Nobody can go to Antarctica. And I started just thinking, what? Like, you know, not really looking deeply. I didn't then go, oh, can you go to Antarctica? If you know what I mean. But I just felt like, oh, you can't go there. And then the very next video that popped up was Eric Dubé's 200 proofs. So it kind of, the algorithm showed me flat Earth, if you know what I mean, through my search of, are there hidden lands, if you know what I mean. So that's how I found flat Earth. And then I watched his proofs.
So to you, it was more like the resources that the government were hiding, kind of idea. Okay.
What year was that?
Yeah.
Out
Sorry?
of curiosity, what year was that this happened?
That was probably early 2017, I think, when I first stumbled across it, when I first started thinking about it. Yeah. Because it's been nearly 3 years since I actually left flat Earth, like, if you know what I mean. So it's been a long while. But yeah, it was 2017, and it is like, to me now, it's just like, I don't know, like the algorithm pushed me there. You know, I was never searching for flat Earth. I never believed the Earth was flat before that. I never even thought about it, to be honest. Yeah, and I found it, and I was like, wow. Because I mean, I still say now, you know, this is where we will connect. Governments do lie. You know, they're conniving. Just, you know, I'm not saying I believe in this like elite level society, but you know, there's definitely, we could do more to make things easier for a lot of people if the people at the top really cared. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I know that. You know, I'm not denying it. You know, I'm not denying any of that. So my distrust in that organisation then leads to stuff like, oh, they're lying. They're lying about this. They're lying about that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of that's where it got me.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Well, your video is from like 2019, though.
Yeah, I was, you know, obviously I was looking into it, watching stuff, and then it got to a point, you know, I was just like, I've got to start making content. You know, obviously I think Jabay was saying, get word out there, guys, you know, become a follower. He used to be a subscriber of mine, and he actually mentions me in some of his older videos. So it was at that point where I kind of was just there as it was taken off, and then I kind of was like, do you know what? Like, cause I don't know. I personally think, I don't know, Jabay is not a nice guy, but I don't know whether we'll go there or not. But yeah.
What was your?
But yeah, so I made content, dude. Like,
Well, what was your?
no, sorry. I'll just say, no, sorry, buddy. Just to finish off on the other guy's point, but you know, just because I waited 2 years to make content that's not evidence that I wasn't a flat earther. If you know what I mean. Like, you know, there's many of you here that don't make content. That doesn't mean you're not flat earthers, does it? You know.
I just want to find out what was one of these 200 proofs that caught you the most, though.
I mean, just literally by number 5, I was just like, oh my God, like, we've been lied to. It's just, it had me. And to be honest, I think I probably only got to about 40 or 50 and didn't even watch the rest. I was just like, fucking hell, the Earth's flat. Do you know what I mean? And then you watch other channels, and it just, at the time, it was what was coming to me, you know, the algorithm. You're watching flat Earth videos, so you start watching other creators. I think the first kind of baller I ever came across was FTFE. And I remember him kind of, you know, I'd go in the chats as a flat earther, you know, and obviously he'd be going, come and debate me. And I never did. At that time, I was just like, I didn't feel confident enough to speak about it. But again, that's not evidence that I wasn't, you know. I was talking about it, but there's a difference between that and then going up against, say, FTFE, and not, you know, being able to represent flat Earth in your mind well enough, you know.
Yeah, because it, like I said, with my red flags, I see is the way you conducted yourself with those first videos. It doesn't seem genuine. Just like you saw the guy we had on last night, that I was showing a video of. That was his first flat Earth. If you look at his body language and the way he was speaking and what he was talking about, it's a totally different 180 of how your first video was. And that's how we see red flags when we see this.
Yeah, but again, that's an opinion, if you know what I mean. Like, it's a red flag to you, but it is just an opinion. At the time, actually, I had a stinking cold. You'll probably better hear that in my voice. I'm just like, I've got something I need to say. Like, I can barely get words out. I had like the worst cold in my life. But you know, I felt lied to, dude. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have flat Earth friends out there. I didn't have this community around me. So I just sat there, turned on a phone and pressed record. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that was just me talking to, hopefully, you know, people would watch it, but I didn't have anyone backing me up. I didn't have confidence in it even. Do you know what I mean? I didn't have the confidence. I was like, I just had to let it out, you know. But you cannot judge.
Yeah.
Oh, because I didn't sound enthusiastic enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, say if you saw that video and I was still a flat earther, you wouldn't watch that and go, oh, you're fake. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're only saying it's fake because it's against what you believe.
No,
I don't think you'd watch that as me as still a flat earther and go, you're not a flat earther.
But would you agree to say you got a lot more passion in how you conduct yourself now with the globe as what you had with the flat earth?
Yeah, I mean, that's how long ago is that? That's what, 5-6 years ago now, dude. You know,
No, but I mean-
not from the video.
No,
When
but I
I
mean with the
first learned
passion.
about.
Because you
Yeah.
could see with the flat earth videos, you didn't really... You seemed very sarcastic, let's put it that way. You didn't seem very passionate about it. Like you say, you go outside, you look, the sun setting, and you're showing the straight edge on your fence and saying, see, the earth is flat. I mean...
Yeah, but what is wrong with that? You know, you're just not agreeing with my tone of voice. But to me, I'm using sarcasm as in, like, it's so obvious, guys. There's this shed that's flat, and I'm looking like 100 miles out, and all the clouds are exactly as level and flat as the fence. That was my irony. Do you know what I mean? Because that's why I sound ironic, because I'm literally going to staring you in the face, guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's... We don't all speak and think the same, do we? If you know what I mean. Like, we can't.
When did it
all
stop staring in the
by-
face?
Sorry?
It should still be staring you in the face every day.
Yeah.
What did it do to not do that anymore?
Well, when you look out, the earth looks flat, you know, and I'd never thought about it. But if you're just on ground level and you look out and you've got no other idea, you'll go, oh, you know, it can look flat, and you'd imagine, oh, and then as soon as that seed's in your head, it won't take a lot to then sort of look for the things that kind of confirm what you think, if you know what I mean. So the very first thing, you know, say what Eric Jabay will say is nobody has ever measured the curvature of Earth, and I just believed that, if you know what I mean. I just took it hook, line, and sinker, and I often hear in debates people quoting that very thing. But you can, any search engine, I'm not just going to say Google it, because you'll think obviously that you know, it's going to give you the results that it wants to. So you can go on any search engine you want and just literally look up, say, land surveying, any type of geodetic survey, and there are at least thousands of measurements of curvature, if you know what I mean. So that is an outright lie by Eric Jabay.
Sorry, I gotta correct you. There's no measurement of curvature.
No measurement.
No one really sees them. No one can confirm them,
I
no
just
matter
gotta-
what they do.
Yeah, I just gotta try correct you. You know what slope angles are? It's not debating. I just want to ask you, do you know what slope angles are?
Snap bangles,
Slope angles.
slope angles. Yeah. I understand the words. Yeah. What are you going to say, dude?
That's what they measure. They don't measure curve.
They calculate, don't measure it.
Yeah.
There's loads of different ways, though, isn't there? If you know what I mean. But we're not getting into the debate of the shape of the planet.
Yeah,
But
definitely not.
if anybody wants to, you know, you can do that research and look it up. I mean, we can even go back to the one that I used to laugh at, was the Eratosthenes. You know, and people go, oh my god, like relying on two sticks from 3,000 years ago, whatever. But you know, people still do it to this day. You know, and a lot of university students, there's people all over the world. Universities get together, you're clearly using more than 2 sticks, and they get the results that correlate to the Earth being a globe. You know, so there are many things that just happen
Yeah, but you
daily
see,
that
That's
are
the same,
physical
but it can be
measurements that
the same thing can be done with
a
a
local
flat
sun.
Earth and a local sun.
Yeah.
Exactly
no,
the
it can't.
same.
As soon
Yeah,
as
Yes,
it
it
can.
can.
it can't.
The
No,
fact
as
is
soon as
that
you
you
use more
don't
than 2
understand
sticks.
that is part of the
This-
problem.
No, as soon as you use more than 2 sticks, that then rules out flat Earth,
No,
and
you
it
see that.
does.
Sorry, you're wrong.
See the
Simply
issue.
does. No, it doesn't.
The issue is if you got it closer with divergent rays, it will work on a flat Earth. If you guys need it to be parallel and very far away to replicate it as a flat Earth.
No, when you use multiple sticks, that does rule that out, I'm afraid. And that's just a fact.
Many
But yeah, we're
demonstrations
not.
have been shown. No, but I think even many demonstrations have been shown for this to happen. If you can take a torch, even with sticks, so you can get those measurements on flat surfaces made.
Well, obviously, we can't prove that either way, neither of us now. So maybe let's chat about that and maybe do our own experiment. Like, let's do it ourselves. Do you know what I mean? Let's try. And first of all, though, we need to work out whether it does rule it out. You know, a flat Earth. Can you have more than 2 sticks on a flat Earth?
The
And
more,
then,
the
you
more
know,
you
if you
do,
can, then I'll concede that.
yeah, the more you do for a flat Earth, if it's local, the better it is.
No.
You see, this is the thing that
Same
I'm
as
saying.
like,
You just started listening to the anti-flat earthers and just accepted it. That's all you've actually
no,
done.
I mean, no, I've conceptualized it in my head, and like the same as like a sundial. You know, a sundial works all over the globe. Always, obviously, wherever we are, we see a 15-degree turn, like in the sky, and that is only possible because the Earth is a globe. If you know what I mean, like you
Sorry.
can't map it out on a 2D surface either. The sun would have to be speeding up.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
You understand that 15 degrees per hour is
rate.
an angular measurement,
Measurement.
angular speed, not not an actual physical, like where if you're like driving a car, you can't make that same comparison.
No, it's like a rate.
Well, no, you would though, because it would. That is still a turn, isn't it? Like a certain amount of length in time. So with it, dude, no, it is a shame because obviously we are supposed to be not debating, but so hard not to.
But yeah,
innit?
but you see, this is the thing we're getting into. We're
Then-
trying to find out why
but-
you think it's a globe. Now you're making claims for a globe which is just totally, utterly false. So we're just trying to correct you. That's all.
Well, we do see the sun move 15 degrees in
I
the
agree.
sky. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And,
the sun
yeah,
does move. I agree.
yeah,
I agree.
But my claim now is on a flat Earth, the sun would have to speed up during certain seasons to still keep that 15
It's
degrees
just-
an hour
It's
because
just
it's making bigger circles.
it's just
But
angular
it stays the
measurements.
same.
It's just angular measurements, not speed.
The key
No,
is in
it's
the word
kind of confusing
degrees.
the both. Yeah, I know, dude, but it's the same as like rotation is measured in degrees, but as people often say, like, oh, the Earth, spins 1,000 miles an hour. You can correlate one thing to another. Something that is turning a degree every hour or whatever, that still has a speed. So that's what I'm saying. It still correlates into reality. So for something to be able to move between tropics, and that circle then becomes, rather than a small one, a massive one, but we still witness it with our eyes going 15 degrees. So a speed change would have to be happening in reality to keep the degree the same.
It's still 15 degrees
that's
an
what I'm
hour.
saying.
Still a 15 degree an hour
Yes.
measurement.
Yeah, but
What
nobody.
about seeing the moon and the sun pretty much every day, many times a year?
Sorry?
I mean, I see the moon and the sun. I see the moon and the sun pretty much a lot, on the same sky every day, all day. How is this happening?
That's not a problem with the globe, is it? Why is that? Why is that a problem?
It should be completely dark on the other side all the time if that's the case, here where I am.
No, I mean it's completely predicted within the globe and even on a flat Earth because the moon would have to overtake the sun, wouldn't it? So it's predicted that you will there's nothing wrong with that. You will see the sun in daytime. The moon in daytime. It's like it's just something that would happen. There isn't an issue there, dude.
Complete
That's what the
darkness on the
problem
other
is
side of the world.
sometimes.
It would be all day long then, because I got both the moon and the sun on top of me. It's confusing,
day.
at least.
It is confusing. It is like this is how it is. Of course, it's confusing, but like I still don't know. I'm one of you guys. I'm not like a highly educated person, and I can't sit here reeling off mathematical equations.
Speak for
All
yourself.
of this I've done is in my head. Do you know what I mean? So we've all done that. You know, we've all just changed our opinions and things. Like, just because it doesn't make sense doesn't mean it's not true, does it? You know.
It should make sense, at least with with real science. What you want to say, real proof.
Well, we're given senses for a reason, you know. God, the Creator, gave us senses. God gave us senses. Jesus gave us senses.
But you also just made an assumption that we're not highly educated.
Well, I'm not. But
That's part of the problem too.
Yeah, that is the trouble. Yeah. You know, and when you do look out like that, you know, there's no huge scientists out there, people that are making tech discoveries, or
Really,
you know, they're not turning around and saying like, "Oh, I believe the Earth is flat." You know, and it is sad, but
I just don't
I'd
get
love to spend it.
when you discover the truth. How do you discover the truth and go back? I mean, it's like discovering. Well, some people say religion, but I'll say Jesus. You know what I mean? My relationship with Jesus and that. It's like discovering Jesus, just then turning around and saying, "No, I don't believe in you anymore." I don't get it. I just don't understand how you can turn away from something that's got so much evidence to something that's got so little evidence.
Well, I would say I'm an atheist myself.
Okay.
I cannot prove there is no God. You know, it'd be stupid to say, "Oh, there definitely is no God." You'd be one of the biggest idiots on earth to just rule it. Do you know what I mean? So, but I am an atheist. So I don't want to sit here having a discussion about Jesus, if you know what I mean, because I do.
part of your problem there.
People should have their own beliefs.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to Earth, which has physical measurements, it then doesn't have to be a belief anymore. You know, we have physical fact. You know, so navigation. I can hold a globe in my hand and measure the distances between 3, 4, 5 places, as long as it's a 2-scale globe. There are ones that say not for use, because you know they might have made America massive because they're trying to sell them in America or something. They may have made China massive because they're trying to sell them in China. But you can get 2-scale globes, and if you do
you still think
that's
NASA?
the only evidence you actually need. You know, like you can have a physical representation of our reality and hold it in your hands. Like, it doesn't get any better than that, really. So there is then no way of going like this and flattening it out, and then having that, which we now should do. You know, we've now crossed over to flat Earth. This then, if the Earth was flat, should be able to have a physical map. You know, to me, that doesn't take science. That takes brain power to just think, oh yeah, oh my God, why can we not make a flat map without distortion? You know, so these are physical things that get navigated daily. And it works. People get to their destinations, you know. And even I've seen ships now, aeroplanes, they're actually using a globe as their map again. Like they're physically charting on a globe. Like,
It has to do with celestial
That's a
sphere.
celestial
Has
sphere.
nothing to do with that. Yeah, it has
That's
nothing
not the
to do
globe
with the
surface. Celestial sphere.
I think
So
Adam,
lost.
you sound more agnostic than atheist, to be honest. But what was I saying?
Atheists don't believe in creator whatsoever.
You obviously claimed at one point NASA must be liars. Do you still think NASA are liars? I mean, I know it's not to do with the ship, but do you believe them now?
It took me a long time. Like, I became a glober way before I started trusting NASA. But now it's took me a long time. But you know, I can't personally see anything wrong, and I know that's going to sound ridiculous to you guys, because obviously to you just like, oh my
Yeah.
God, they're faking bastards, and they're siphoning all this money. But it took me a long time.
That's evident that they're faking it. You can see that. I mean, they lay it out for you to see. I don't know why they want us to see it, but they lay it out for us to see, I think, and it's right there for us to see. Anything to do with NASA. I mean, Level Earth Observer nearly puts a video up every day about NASA. Do you know what I mean?
But it doesn't show that they're fake, does it? If you know what I mean, like just someone saying they're fake. Like we do, like say with the pictures, people go, "Oh, there's no real picture of Earth." But if you take like the 1971 Blue Marble one, that is a claimed one-shot single photo. And not one expert has ever come forward to say that that's false. You can laugh back to
They
it.
have never
It's
done
not.
a real
It's not a
Nobody's
photo.
ever-
It's not a
That's
one-shot
not-
photo. Where did you hear
They
that?
even got paintings.
So have we got evidence, Flatzoid, for
do
this
you-
then?
do you know-
Because my claim
know
is that it is a
Disney-
real photo. So we would need, say, a photographic expert to come forward. Giggling doesn't work. If you know what I mean, like we need evidence for it.
Do you know that Disney has always been part of NASA, even till this day, in their graphics department?
What does that mean? What does that prove?
All the space art you see is art, mate. They pride themselves. They pride themselves. They pride themselves in creating the space art and especially the Earth. There's not one full photo of Earth. They're all images.
There's many.
No,
There are many photos.
images.
They're not. Dude, you're right. You obviously
Bring me one photo, then I can show you. Bring me one photo as you put it.
Blue Marble 1971. That is a full photograph. That is a full photo of Earth from space, one shot.
You know that. Where was it? Where they actually showed them putting a curtain in front of a thing to get. You know how VFX works, video effects.
Yes, I do. But
Okay,
that
you know how
just
models work.
ridiculous.
Do you know how?
They couldn't
Do you know how models work to take photos in lighting with models?
Yes, I do, mate. But like I say, just because something can be faked doesn't mean it is. Again, we're just going back to
It's not that it is. It has to be. Remember, you still haven't.
It's going to violate some law of thermodynamics, isn't it? But you need to show first. We're going off on circles now. We need to, that is a claim of yours, dude. It's a fake photo. So where is your evidence of that, please?
Of what? Evidence of what?
That Blue Marble one was fake. That it was done in a studio or something.
Okay, easy. You can't go to space to take the claimed photo because it violates natural law. Simple.
Dude, mate, that's just, I don't know, that's some type of fallacy. I don't know what it is, but
I thought we were not debating tonight, but yeah.
I know. I can't help it. I was going to have such a nice little chat, and I'm getting all worked up again.
No stress, man. But you see what I'm saying? Your
Don't we find
passion
it funny that Universal Pictures,
But you see what I'm saying? Your passion
you know,
for the
Universal
globe.
Pictures did the globe way before the globe was even
Exactly.
so-called proved.
Yeah. Universal Pictures
And they
did
even
the
did
globe.
with shapes and everything. How would they know the shapes? They couldn't get up there.
They had
People were making
exactly.
globes
They
in
didn't
like
even have anything to get that far up to do the shapes.
Discord. People were making globes in like the 1400s. So there's no reason why Universal Pictures wouldn't use a globe in the late 1800s or early 1900s. Like they've been making. People knew what a globe was like 500-600 years ago. And that's
They
how
had the
people,
concept in a church,
you
but
can
they've
even-
never
you can
seen
even
anything or
research.
had any proof. They just had the church.
Another good way is actually how people first made maps, because they had to actually make them from a globe. So that's quite fascinating.
No,
So
sorry.
they actually
Yeah, but
had
that's
to
not
obviously
true.
try.
That's not true at all.
It is.
Sorry.
It is
It
true.
doesn't
No.
even work.
No,
Uh,
no, they never
It
made
is.
maps that way. Sorry.
But I have
It
to.
is.
You're absolutely
that's
I
wrong.
have to
literally-
point out to you
It's
those
how
globes.
the first maps were made from globes. They're
No.
literally
No.
they would make
No.
them with
That just makes no
candlelight,
sense.
and they would have like a papier mâché globe, and then actually with the candlelight try and trace it onto a flat piece of paper. Well
They
documented.
didn't even know any
But again,
measurements. They were living in a time where they couldn't even get up there.
you're measuring
I
the
think-
ground you stand on, aren't you?
I think you're misunderstanding the
In the old days?
the 1970 globe that he's talking about for Universal Pictures. Literally to the T, showed the same mass and everything to when they took the first blue marble. How did they know this?
Well, of
And
course it
no
would.
other globe
Because
before.
people travelled it, dude.
No
People
other
like
globe in history
Columbus.
before that. No other globe in history before that was even close to that accurate.
People travelled like Columbus when he knew, like that's literally why he went the other way round, and he then stumbled across America. But he was going the other way, thinking like, oh, there must be some other route we can go. But that's why everyone was like, well, no, we know the Earth's a globe. That's why we're going this way. Do you know what I mean? Like, so even people, when navigation started, it started on the premises of we've worked out that the Earth is spherical. Like there's no evidence of any navigator ever
Ooh.
claiming that the Earth is flat.
Really? Okay, how about the Phoenicians? Well known for celestial navigation, they were flat earthers. Or the Vikings, well known for navigation, flat
Well,
earthers.
I'd need to see evidence that they were flat earthers because that's just a claim.
Go read your history books, mate. Hey, Michael's just popped in.
Wow. Yo, oh, Michael, come on. How you doing, Michael?
I mean, how's it, Michael? But I mean, like the Vikings, their favorite way of using the the sun for navigation was a type of sundial or compass where they used a water bowl and a wooden block, and they would actually have it so they can see the sun's direction to know where they need to go. They made their own compass, or they used what they called a sunstone, where it had like a crystal where they look into the sun when it was foggy, so they know their way to go. That was their type of celestial navigation. Then you had the Phoenicians, which used their hands to know how high the star is above the horizon, and their know-how on where the stars are in what time of the year to know where to travel. They were all flat earthers.
But did they tell you? I mean, where did they write? Did they write it down? Did they say like, oh, you know, I believe that we live on a level plane? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
flat earthers,
they
mate.
just claim.
The globe only came into belief 500 years ago, mate.
Yeah.
You might want to look at your history before you want to talk about this.
Yeah, their world
No,
was a
it's more
flat
like-
Earth version.
It's more like three
All
to
of the
5,000
old
years
worlds
ago.
had the flat Earth version.
Can I chip in on this one?
They all have the same model. All the ancient so-called.
Yeah, but guys, these are oh, you know, you're going to go, oh, the ancients, but you know, we wouldn't go to an ancient dentist, would we? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, you know, you go and have a headache, they'll give you a lobotomy.
I would.
Do you know
I
what I mean?
actually
You're gonna
think they would
die with
fix my teeth
infections,
better
so-
than the ones destroying them today.
Michael, you say you want to say something?
Is my
Dude,
mic
honestly,
on?
like,
Yeah, no,
I
we're in
actually think they
2023.
could possibly be better at it back then. You know.
Okay, Michael.
You know,
Yeah, we're
sorry.
in
we're in
2023,
2023.
and we believe in a
Um,
ridiculous
okay.
model that can be proven.
Yeah, Michael
Oh, I
wanted to
You
say
did?
something. I don't know if you guys can hear him.
Yeah, I heard you talking about Columbus. Am I right in thinking Magellan circumnavigated before Columbus?
I don't know. I ain't got a clue. I've heard of his name. I think wasn't he the one that a lot of flat earthers say went round Antarctica for like 68,000 miles or something like that?
Yeah, I did a video. I found a map, and it's a flat Earth map, and it shows him circumnavigating, just basically skirting around in a big circle. I've got a video on my channel showing you that map and talking about it, and refuting some evidence that I was given by one of Simon Dan's followers, telling me that there were a video showing you a plane doing circumnavigation going pole to pole. And when I looked at the video, it didn't actually do circumnavigation pole to pole.
Mm-hmm.
But it's on my channel anyway. You can take a look if you want.
Yeah, the route
But,
wasn't circumnavigation of pole to pole.
Michael, though, you know, in a globe aspect, though, that obviously would be a projection. So that would then get wrapped back round, and then what looks like this huge circle then becomes this. But what I think he did actually was he was trying to find another continent. At the time, they were thinking and theorizing that, is there other lands or something like that? Like, in none of his writings did he ever mention, like, ice wall or anything about a flat Earth. He was on a discovery of, I think it was called Australis or something like that, some continent, and he didn't find it in his 68,000-mile expedition. And obviously at some points he had to keep actually going back to land to kind of refuel and restock, because he was out for years and years. So he never ever documented anything to do with flat Earth. So again, that's just been misrepresented.
It's like this, right? You can circumnavigate on a flat Earth and on a sphere. It's not really good evidence for either. The only reason I covered it was because somebody gave me some spurious supposed globe claim, and it were easily debunkable. But just like you were talking about your sticks and shadows, that can be done on a globe and a flat Earth. Circumnavigation can be done on a globe and a flat Earth. They're not really good evidences.
But, well, I don't know a lot about the whole stick thing, so that's why I said to Flatzoid, let's actually why don't we get together and do an experiment? He's in South Africa, I'm not, and let's look into it. But like the circumnavigation thing, I'm not saying I know loads about circumnavigation, but you would realise you're doing these massive distances extra, wouldn't you, if you know what I mean? Like on a globe, when it's predicted they get to their destination, but then if it was on this flat plane, and obviously the outer circle on there does get bigger and bigger and bigger, which ends up as a massive ice wall, people would realise, do you know what I mean? Like these navigators would realise that, how is this correlated? Do you know what I mean? Like, how am I navigating a globe? But then
you mentioned one of the guys ends up in Antarctica and is sailing around Antarctica supposedly. The guy did something like 64,000 miles just sailing around Antarctica. It's like, back then I don't think nobody does it these days so much. You know what I mean? Back in past.
Well, I mean, obviously it would be claimed now as because we know everywhere, so why are we looking again? I suppose, but like at that time, I believe when I looked it up recently, actually it was quite recently, it said like he was actually trying to look for a different continent that had been theorized that because Australia is here, we believe there might be something there. So he spent ages looking for it to be, he wanted that discovery. He wanted to claim and find new lands, and it gets used, it gets cherry picked as evidence, and that's kind of what ended up getting me really, was when I realized that when you kind of do just look into each individual tiny little claim, a lot of them end up stacking up against flat Earth.
I think that's interesting. Like LJ says, he just wants you to Google what's the highest continent in the world.
Wants me to?
Yeah. Do you know what the highest continent in the world is?
No.
Antarctica.
Well, probably Antarctica. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
What's wrong with that?
So what do you think? Why would that be the reason?
Probably because it's got a lot of ice on top of it. It's got huge mountains. I don't know. Like, that's still not evidence of
Makes a person
ice
think,
wall
though.
or anything.
Makes a person think, though.
Sorry?
It just makes a person think.
Well, if you're wanting to think that way, yes. Yeah, but it's not evidence. No. But notice
how we don't really get evidence for the globe though with the Antarctica. When they say they travel through Antarctica, they usually just go through the Ross ice shelf and around the outer edges and say, look, I went through Antarctica. Even that guy that did that solar navigation through there, apparently, you can see his route. He went through the Ross ice shelf. He didn't go through the center of Antarctica.
Like a little section.
Again, there's probably reasons like you're gonna travel a safe passage that has been travelled before. If you know what I mean, like there's going to be reasons, isn't there? If you know what I mean, like if everything's been mapped from above, and even an aeroplane could do that
Perception
now.
is the reason.
It will have been discovered.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Again, there was.
If it's claimed so many things,
They would fly over.
if it's claimed so many times that they can go over from one side of Antarctica to the other, why don't they do it? Why do they always just go Ross Shelf way and out back? And if you put that onto the flat Earth map, as you like to put it, it shows it literally just on the outer edge of the Ross Ice Shelf. It doesn't go through Antarctica, nowhere. Why do you think that is?
Because Antarctica is absolutely huge. I think you can like fit America into it like twice. And like when you're on foot, you're gonna go the same way that is already travelled, aren't you? Like the safe way. You're gonna go, right, how do I get from here to here, the quickest time, the easiest time? I'm in like the harshest environment in the world. So this is what I will do.
Sorry, Craig, but why claim they've crossed it when they clearly haven't? You know, why not just say, well, it's too dangerous to cross it? Why make that claim?
Well, I believe in myself that people have reached the South Pole, and I know damn well that planes have flown across it. There's a channel, Shisha 87, and she recently actually flew across to the South Pole. Like she literally flew from New Zealand, and they're doing trips again where you fly to Antarctica, and she filmed it all. You know, and there's no ice wall there. It's just a massive ice continent, and she saw it one side to another, and saw it all.
I wonder where she were.
One side to another.
I wonder where she were, since there's no actual South Pole,
But
so it must be a fun place to
But
go.
sorry, that's quite a claim though. Saw it from one side to the other.
Yeah.
Well, she's filmed it. She's filmed it, dude. And like we have our own GPSs nowadays. You know, like you'd have to get into the area of like, oh, when you get to a certain point on the flat plane, your GPS has to have some algorithm in there to make. Sorry.
Did we get her GPS coordinates and everything, and lots of proof like that?
Well, I'm pretty sure she would have, yeah, because she would have left it. She wouldn't have left it open like that. But again, like
I would wonder
I'm
where
not
they
using
were.
that
Those
as.
coordinates.
So what's her
I'm
name?
not using that as.
What's
Shisha 87.
Shisha 87. How do you spell this? Shisha 87. I don't know. Shisha. Maybe I can find her.
Yes, you know.
197 subscribers.
I didn't get a chance to say hello, like, because I come in
Oh,
halfway.
go on.
Loads of talking, but how's it going, mate? I don't.
Sorry, I was trying to find out. Is it this? I don't know if it's this woman.
Good.
Cool.
How you been?
Not too bad. I've just got in, well, about 20 minutes ago. I just got in, been to the cinema with our lass.
Yeah. Nice. What did you see?
The creator.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah. It's an AI. Is that an AI thing?
AI, so I thought, oh, that looks interesting. Like.
Is it this one you're talking about? STST?
Yes, mate. Yeah.
I don't
I'd
see
like to have a proper chat when Michael's on here as well, because like I said, I can only stay for about an hour. So, but I'll watch, I don't know, some of this, but I'll have to be off in about 5-10 minutes, mate.
Okay, shot. But thanks for coming anyway. I mean, just so we can have a bit of a conversation.
But this, again, though, this isn't just my only evidence. Like, you know, this is just one person. Like, there's, thousands of people do it now, and they'd all have to have, I don't know, their GPS, on your phone. We have sat navs and everything. Like, they'd have to have software and an algorithm to make it lie that you're going somewhere you're not. And, oh, dude, people are doing it. People are doing it. I've got a video on my channel of an 11-year-old boy going to Antarctica, and 24-hour sun. Again, that's going to be something that.
Again, there's no 24-hour sun.
The thing is, they don't know where they go.
There's no 24-hour sun. There's 24-hour sunlight.
I actually know somebody who's been.
Daylight, yeah. There's only 24-hour daylight, not the sun. You don't see the sun.
Well, even that would be impossible on a flat plane, because it would have to teleport from one side to the other.
I like how you guys like making claims on what it should happen
between
on a
that darkness, wouldn't there? So the sun would have to be
no.
Okay, I don't see.
There would be distance between it, but
that's what,
it's way bigger when it's not rounded into a ball.
What I would love, Flatzoid, is for you to make some claims, because Like, that is what would take this debate somewhere, wouldn't it? If you know what I mean? Like, for
Yeah,
flat
I have
earthers to
made
start
claims.
saying, like, I'm claiming that navigation can only happen on this flat plane, or do you know what I mean? Like, so I don't care about making claims, and I
I've
get
made that
some
very
things
clear.
wrong. Like, you know, I'm no bloody smart ass,
I think I've made that very clear.
but you don't really, though,
Navigation.
do you? You know, you're often
Yes.
jumping on.
I have made it clear. It's very clear. Navigation requires a flat plane to do it. I make it also very clear. No one has traveled through the
No, it
center of
doesn't.
Antarctica. The
Well-
woman you just said has doesn't show she's going through Antarctica. She's showing edges of the Ross ice shelf and things. I mean, really? This is not evidence that she has flown through.
How long is that one? I
Antarctica.
think she did say she'd put up like a full video.
Let's go look.
Like I said, I wasn't even trying to use this video as evidence, dude. I was just saying that, you know, a subscriber and a woman I know has gone to Antarctica. That's all I kind of said. But she went. You know, anyone can go. We can book a trip ourselves. Let's get a GoFundMe together, dude. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's get, say, two
We wouldn't
flat
go where we
earthers,
want to
two
go, so
globers.
that's why we are not going.
But you do know if you
Yeah, but
go,
let's go there and prove it. Do you know what I
if
mean? Like, let's do that. Let's do that. Like, so let's go where we
But that's
don't
the
want to
problem.
go.
That's the problem.
like,
when you go
try
there,
You can't freely
Let's
go.
try it.
We are not gonna get there.
you can
Like,
only go on.
what don't you get?
Well,
You
she
can't
did.
freely go there.
Truth is this.
You can only go with a tour guide. They literally corner you to where you're allowed to go, what you're allowed to do.
Expedition.
Yeah, you're not allowed to go freely alone and
hold
do
on.
your thing, anything.
On an expedition, yeah, of course. Like, if you're in
And
a
you'll only be
tourist
allowed to
one,
stand on the
but
shore.
you're still going to know, like, when you get there, you're still going to be able to tell, aren't you? Like, have I travelled as far as the globe told me, or have I travelled? You know, we'd have to work out how far would it be on a flat Earth, and then measure how far we travel. Like, and then we'd work it out one way or another. We wouldn't even have to see the rest of the ice shelf, would we? Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, why aren't people doing more? You know, you surely, then that's what half the reason why I left Flat Earth, because I was like, no one's doing anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
Sorry,
no one's
I'm taking
actually
offense to
trying
that.
to
I'm
do
taking
anything.
I'm taking offense
Yeah,
to
there's
that.
a lot of experiments.
Why my channel is full of demonstrations showing what you guys call physical curve that you can only get on your globe that I do on flat surfaces. Many flat earthers do demonstrations making our claims valid. Just like the recent one I did where I showed the focal length causes to make it look for you guys what you call globe, to make it look like there's a curve because of foreshortening. I literally go and explain it. We do demonstrations explaining it. Now you're saying we're not doing anything about it.
I'm working on a video at the minute with some of my own footage of wind farms where I'm going to show you that it's just optical and it's not to do with curve.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm
And
talking
you-
about more though,
And
that's
nobody will,
great.
and no one
Like,
will be
that's-
able to bring refraction into it either.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's great. Like, that's what I'm saying. Get out there, do observations, but then take them somewhere else, if you know what I mean. Like, because if YouTube is being like stifled and this information isn't getting out where it should, why don't people get out there where they then can change it, if you know what I mean? Like,
I'm on
try
multiple
and get a
platforms,
speech in
mate.
a university, or do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure, like many universities, even like if you said, I believe the Earth is flat, like, can I come and actually? Do you know what I mean? Like, what? Try that. Like, you know, get out there, speak to people about it.
Sorry, do you know?
They make a lot of places hard to get to.
As soon as you say
Just like if
flat
I want to
Earth,
go to Greenland.
as soon as they say flat Earth, they're not interested.
Maybe a lot of them, but
and a lot
you
of
will
those places
find-
are expensive to
you will
go
find-
to.
You will find some professor amazed, and he'll go, "Wow, okay, we would love for you to come and chat with us and show us what you have." Do you know what I mean? Like, there's science isn't all a closed book. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wants
It
new
is. They would go,
discovery.
ha 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 ha, and they wouldn't even want to talk to you.
No, that's too negative, dude.
It sounds like
No, they just close the book and laugh.
it sounds like a good thing to do, but it's just, you know, it's
It would be
so-
wonderful if it was like that for
But-
sure, but it's
Flat
not.
Earth is so stupid to these people that have spent all these years learning all these things that they're learning, and they're just you know, it's like they just won't entertain it. They'd laugh at you.
But I think that is only personal opinion, if you know what I mean. Like, I think you've all got this negative thought that, like, oh, you know, everything's this closed book and nothing can change. But seriously, like, people, if you could get some scientists behind it, like, and I'm not putting people on pedestals, but you know, people do change things. You know, like they'd be like, what? Like, I can prove the Earth is flat. Like, and there should be
Well,
people doing.
Contrary to what ballers will tell you, like there's a lot of very smart, very well educated people who are flat earthers.
Mm.
You know, but
I don't think
me
flat earthers
personally, like people might
Most
frown
pilots are now.
people might frown against what I say here, but I don't think there's going to be some mass paradigm change. I really don't.
Mm.
They
Well,
don't want it and they
actually-
don't need it, so they won't give us it.
I just think that's a shame because, like, you know, that it will never get anywhere unless people do that, is test it against science. If you know what I mean, like, it needs to be presented against science. Otherwise, no one's ever going to take it seriously.
But they don't allow anyone to
I
do
need
it,
to
and
go,
when they come
guys.
with actual proof, they make them look ridiculous.
No, I just think, yeah, as science
They
to
don't
me
want
isn't a
proof.
closed book. They would love it. Science would love it if someone could get their name on it. They love discovery. Everyone has an ego, and they love discovery. They'd be fighting themselves, and there'd be people crawling through the rafters. You know, but then they're just not. Right, but I do need to go, guys. I'm afraid. Michael, I would love to come on again and chat with you. You know, again, all very soon.
I'll get Flatzoid to send you some details so you can get in touch with me, and if you want, I'll have a talk with you offline.
Yes, of course, mate. Yeah.
All right,
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, obviously, yeah, it got a bit heated, but it's always going to, innit? But thank you again. It's been enjoyable.
My
thank you for
problem
coming on.
is, as much as I'm anti-ball and that, like, it's almost like there's 6 on 1. You know what I mean? It's
I understand.
That's all right. I'm sure Flatzoid will do me a favour and come back on my channel or something soon.
Have a chat.
Yep. So yeah, all right, guys. I shall be off. But yeah, have a good rest of your stream and evening and day.
Well,
Bye-bye.
thank you for coming, mate. Really appreciate it.
All right.
And
See you next time.
Yeah, but I still hold true that I think there's just too much double speak and contradictions from that guy. He didn't really answer one thing correct, you know, directly what I asked. Not one question I asked, he answered directly.
Yeah, and when I asked him about NASA, I mean, how can you go from believing that to distrusting NASA, from believing them in the first place to distrusting them, and you could see the evidence out there that they are talking crap, and now he trusts them again? Man, no.
Exactly, Gleam claimed that the coastline is 95% ice wall and shelf, confirmed by BAS. Exactly. Antarctica is just an ice wall. They just wrap it as a continent. That's why it's impossible to go through Antarctica. No one's ever done it. They will never be able to do it because you can't, because the Earth's flat. It's as simple as that. Everybody that's claimed they've done it, when they show the route, it goes past the Ross ice shelf and it goes back down again. It never goes straight through, ever. It's sad.
I think he smokes too much weed.
You know what, Flatzoid?
Yeah.
You know what I just realized? You know, that the old Universal Picture ones, you know, the black and white ones too, they actually show a globe around the clouds. It's actually, you know, around clouds in the sky.
Yeah.
You know, so it's even worse than the new ones. You know, it's actually got clouds around the globe and the airplane flying outside the globe. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Hey guys, hey Paku, guys, please do hit the likes and share the show. Really do appreciate it. It really does help. But yeah, but you understand what I'm saying? Look at the passion he had now to defend his globe.
Yeah.
He didn't have that passion to defend the flat Earth at all.
No, definitely not.
Half the things you were talking about now, he should know as being an ex-flat earther.
Exactly.
Yeah, I meant to bring up the fact that astrolabes, those things have been working for thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
and it shouldn't.
The Kamal?
Based on parallax.
Yeah,
that they claim is happening.
Yeah, they use the Kamal, they use the Ashlab, they use the Jacob staff.
Yep.
All based on flat Earth.
Yep.
Even the sextant principle requires the Earth to be flat to work.
Maybe present that to him though properly, you know.
Oh, hey, Mikey Smith. I never seen you there, dude. How you doing, man?
I did send him the link if he wanted to come in. I'll send it again. There's the link if anybody wants to come in. Maybe Gleam wants to come in and
Mikey,
chat.
come in for half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new way. For half a hua.
A whole
Half
bunch
hour.
of ones, half hour.
Half hour.
But yeah, I was happy he did come on though.
Still not convinced. Definitely not.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was. It felt like now I wasn't here the whole time, but it felt like he was just, trying to, present himself as nice, not angry or not this and that. That's why he didn't want to be discussing, I think, because he didn't want, the mood to turn. He wanted us to feel like he's a nice guy, he's okay, he's just this and that. But it didn't feel right, Even I felt like in his eyes, he tried to look genuine, but I didn't feel it.
It almost felt like he had points that he tried
But
to
that's just
talk
me.
about. You know what I mean? Like he pre-thought about what he
can
wanted
be.
to talk about.
It can be one of two things. Either he went in flat Earth long enough to understand, and I mean, some arguments we've got now are way beyond what he would have understood way back in 2017. So it could be that, but there's some things, like with Sticks and Shadows, what I was listening to before I joined. It can work on a flat Earth with local sun as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it won't agree with that, but
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, Mikey.
people,
And
in fact, I remember somebody doing a demonstration probably back in 2017 of that very thing.
No, Mikey.
Right,
And I mean, GPS is one of the worst examples to use because even locally, when I drive around in small towns here in Denmark, we lose signal a lot. The signal goes out. How does signal go out if it's global, satellites and all that? In one corner of a town, there's no signal. In the other corner of that little town, there's a lot of signal. Because it's ground based, it's ridiculous that you think that little town would make a difference in the other end.
I had to get rid of Sky TV for that very fact. Like there's some big conifers blocking my signal, and he come out and he put my dish up as high as he could on roof on an extending pole, and then they've grown even more, and I had to just totally get rid of Sky TV because I couldn't get a signal.
Yeah. So how's it going, Mike? Mikey, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Maybe his mic is down.
Mikey,
It's the background, I think.
Oh, he's getting feedback.
Yeah, he's busy listening through YouTube or something. Hello?
can you?
Is my sound
Maybe
okay?
you will hear us in a second on the video.
Yeah,
Come on.
Mikey,
Can you hear us, Mikey?
We can hear your YouTube, Mikey.
Yeah.
Right, you need to mute your.
Is my sound okay?
Yeah. But you just gonna have to
mute
mute
your YouTube.
Yeah, just mute YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, he's listening through YouTube or something.
Yeah.
That's right. Let's click on your YouTube tab, Mikey, and mute it.
Yeah, now he will hear us say mute soon.
Is my sound okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, just mute YouTube.
Okay, how's that? No, that's
That's better. So how you doing?
There we go.
Oh, is that better now?
Yeah,
That's
much better,
right.
thanks.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you muted YouTube. It's perfect.
Because it's deleting YouTube, you get feedback, don't you?
I can hear you guys in the background, like blabbing away, like multiple conversations.
That's because you're listening to YouTube.
Because you had YouTube on.
Oh,
You have to mute it, Mikey.
maybe,
There's a
here we
delay.
go.
There's a delay.
There we go. I got it figured out now. Man, yeah,
That's the good stuff.
if you want my blood to boil, put that Seek Truth on there again.
I
Wow.
I saw you in chat. You were quite vocal.
I said I have to go on with Flatzoid. I'm gonna punch a hole in the wall. That guy is a moron. He doesn't know shit.
Uh-huh.
Never
Oh,
was a flat earther.
God. Antarctica on his
Nah.
images is a brain with the spinal cord going down it. That is what he believes in.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what
They
Antarctica
literally
looks like to
changed
them.
that so many times.
And he says, well,
Yeah.
she did this. She flew over Antarctica. What have you done, Seek Truth? You should change your channel to Seek Falsified Information, maybe. Frick, he's out of it, man. He's a paid shill, 100%. He is playing dumb like he's being paid. It's unbelievable. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Of course.
Here, look. Hey, Seek Truth. Look at this. Cartoon. More cartoons. Cartoons. You like cartoons? I got lots of them here for you. Look here. There's magazines full of cartoons here. Look at this. He likes this shit.
Yeah,
He's gonna go home and
let's
watch
play
it.
the Universal Pictures on the show, you know, just to make a point.
Yeah. Look, more cartoons. You like these cartoons or Seek Truth? I got more. Look at this. I got books and books of it.
There's a
There. He likes that one, the core of the earth.
In the chat here on StreamYard.
The core of the earth there, Seek Truth. Look at that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
in the chat and StreamYard.
Like a Russian doll Earth, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, there's I don't know which one is the longest version, but I was looking for the one that goes the furthest back. I don't know which one because my internet is bad today. It's not loading well.
Oh, music.
One is
sorry.
3 minutes, one is almost 14, so I guess there's difference.
Universal Pictures logo history. There we go.
Oh,
That's the 13 minutes. Look at this. Look how perfect they had this.
It's
Yeah,
hard
this
to find the ones that goes the furthest back, but
Look at that.
Richard. There.
What's with clouds in the background?
and that's like 1913 or something, right? Or what
Yeah.
is it?
But I mean, look at how. Okay, I'm gonna have to put in my other.
See what was that the one from 1920? That globe there.
Yeah, about
I think it's earlier than 20. It's like 1913 and up.
Can someone mention what? The like
Those bad
button.
numbers too, eh?
Guys, please hit the like buttons and share the show. It really, really does help get the show out to a wide audience. Because 1927. Thank you, Pakao. Okay. I mean, I don't know how the people don't understand. It's just done with visual effects. It's not actual. It's models. I mean, they paint on the models and they do this. This is the first one. This one got more. But look at the size of the continent. It's totally off.
Yeah, okay.
Look at now. It
13
starts
one.
getting a bit better. See, but it's still off. I mean,
great.
really weird.
Are those crickets?
Look at that.
And
1922.
look how they made that Saturn look also.
Is that 1920? Wow.
1922. See
The
how.
plane's not even flying around it properly. The ground
No.
is below the
And
plane.
there's clouds out in space.
But you see,
There's
they
clouds in
That plane-
space.
But you see, they already had a rough
Yeah, that
idea.
thing's banking all the way around.
They already had a rough idea how they want the
Chemtrailing
continents to
Earth,
look.
weren't it?
This is when they started getting it to more of a standard size of the continents on the globe.
They've got light on both sides of that globe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you
The
get
clouds are nice in space.
crazy. Look at that.
It's a local Earth, isn't it?
Yes, that's what it clearly is on that version. And who's that guy? Is that the owner?
And then I think it was probably the owner. See, they already got the continents and everything perfect now. Now tell me, if you've never been to space before, How are you going to get that?
Yeah,
Possibility.
they couldn't. It's completely impossible. And back in the 1800s and the 1900s, they knew already. Yeah, they had spacecrafts, possibly. We just don't know where they hit them then. You know, if space were real, of course.
Yeah, but I mean, it shows you they've
They
already.
couldn't even do that good, a job with balloons.
I want to look for that where they actually show where they create the models of the planets and Earth and everything, where they actually paint them and they take video footage to make the VFX. And this was Disney in the 1970s. They had a whole model department who just made the one for the moon, one for the Earth. They had departments making the models of the moon, making models of the Earth, making models of the planets, where they do VFX.
NASA, you say?
Yeah, Disney. Remember, Disney has always been part of NASA from the beginning.
Oh, Disney, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Disney, 1970, Earth and Moon models.
I'm trying to search too.
I can't remember where it is. It's such a long time ago. They literally show them making it.
Films.
Periscope Films might have it, yeah. 1986. But yeah, Disney's always been part of. I mean, Disney today is still actually very heavily invested in NASA.
Yeah.
I can only find something called Putting Together Disney 3D Metal Model. I'm probably not searching on the right thing.
I haven't seen that video for such a long time. I don't even know if YouTube removed it at a stage. Oh, I'll have to go and look for it, guys. But maybe Periscope. Periscope Films, Moon and Earth model.
And I like that we got the Wayback Machine search engines too, for pages that was taken down and stuff. You can still go back and look at them.
Let's look at this. This is quite interesting. This is just the.
This is.
Are those your crickets there, Flatzoid?
Yeah.
They're loud. They're hell loud.
Yeah, sorry. I don't want to close the door. It's just so damn hot. Periscope. I don't know. I'll have to go look for it, guys, because they actually show.
I'm jealous now. The winter is coming in hard, Very cold here.
No, it's damn hot here. India lied? Michio Kaku panicking over the shocking things Children 3 saw on the moon. What? You only realize now they lied? Uh-oh. Thank you guys for coming. Really appreciate it if everybody's here. Let's see. I don't know where I'm gonna find it, because it used to be. I used to have it on my laptop. We actually see them make the models for this.
Didn't you use it in a video?
Yeah, so many things are way hard to find now. It's very annoying.
That's the thing. A lot of things you do have is just disappears after a while, then you can't find anymore.
Do the crickets know that we're on a flat Earth too, or no?
They do. That's why.
Okay, I'll have to look for it another time. Well.
Yeah.
Hey, Space Miner, hey, Indio, thank you for coming. It's crazy. Sound it out. Don't want Flats to get a strike.
Yeah, and and he talked about, STST talked about, going these places where we don't really go. I mean, even here in Denmark, Denmark owns Greenland, and why, is Greenland one of the most expensive places close by for us to go to? No one really has any real good reason to want to go there because it's boring and cold. So people here, if they want to go, if they have families over there, it's very expensive. It's like the same price as going to Asia on holiday. It's like you have to pay so much to go to another part of our country, literally.
Yeah, but I mean,
so they don't really want anyone to go there.
That's why a lot of Greenland is self-sufficient, because it's just too damn expensive.
Yeah, but Greenland is controlled by Denmark. They can't really live without us, and they're making it so they can't. They don't allow them anything. The prices are extremely high. It's way more expensive than over here. So they don't really get the choice to be really self-sufficient. They want to be, but we are not. Denmark is not allowing it. And they're not. They can't really go anywhere because if they want to go somewhere, it's so expensive. They don't even. Most of them can't afford to leave Greenland.
Yeah.
They're kind of keeping them stuck. The only place they can go is like Denmark and these places close by, but they have to save up to even go there. And we can't even go there, unless we want to waste, I don't know how much money we could use on a great holiday on just going to a cold place with nothing. So it's crazy with the prices they make.
But you know what I find very interesting, like where SCC wants us to do more. What more do they want us to do actually?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, let's for instance say create a map, okay? How many hundreds of years does it take for them to do their globe maps? How many unlimited resources and effort and time and different people?
Exactly.
Now they expect us normal folk with don't have millions, don't have time, don't have anything to do with that. Now we got our own lives to just make a map because they want a map. How?
You haven't posted a link though, Mikey.
Pardon?
You haven't posted a link. It just says links to the t-shirts.
Yeah, that's link. There's a site that I put the shirts on, so it's easier to order from there instead of me.
Yeah, but it's not a link though, Mikey.
What do you mean?
It just says link to the t-shirts, but there's no link.
Oh, there's one before it, isn't there?
Wow. It literally just says link to the t-shirts in words.
Oh.
There's no link.
There's no link.
The other link. Oh yeah, there is a big link. There's a big link just on top.
It's just appeared now.
It's just because it looks like my link.
Yeah, I seen the link. It's there.
Oh no. Weird.
Lagged, it's just appeared.
Now it moved.
Wants me to leave YouTube.
Oh no, he wrote it again. Yeah, he wrote it again. There's two now.
There we go. Yeah, I got it on for $22 for the Star Sirius.
Yeah, there's t-shirts, mugs, and cups or hoodies and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Your life has meaning, Sirius.
I was looking at your Jupiter laser video this morning.
Yeah. Putting it at Jupiter and Orion's belt even too. Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't do it, me. Like, last time I had my laser out, I kid you not, I would just shine it up and I saw plane headlights in laser.
Yeah.
That's nice. Get busted, did it?
Yeah, I got shot to shit.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, people were saying worldwide. That was the thing you said. Now everybody says globally.
Yeah.
I just hate that word.
Right.
Global and globally. Come on, worldwide.
Thanks, Flatzoid. Yeah.
What happened to worldwide? And worldwide also says it, right? Worldwide.
It does, yeah.
Not global, but worldwide. Just a wide world.
Yeah, for the stream, what if I come on? What do you want to do there, Flatzoid? Just me present stuff, or because I got a whole pile of junk. But
Right.
Flatzoid.
I think we've lost him for a bit.
Have we lost him?
Yeah, I think so. Well, he's the avatar's there, but he's not talking. Flat.
I'm thinking whatever you want to talk about, Mikey. I think like
yeah, Flatzoid. Hey, you can hear us?
we've lost him.
That happens now and again.
YouTube's still working.
YouTube's still on, yeah.
Maybe he's going to the bathroom or something. Maybe.
No, he knows something. He has. He's got up to do something. Yeah, he's off to the bathroom. That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, but he's just got up on the delay, so he's probably on his way back now.
I can't see how. I could just hardly see StreamYard.
Yeah, he's away from the care at the minute.
It's getting cold, Mikey.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting a little bit of snow this week, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, sorry guys, I am back. Just quickly
Oh no, that sucks.
stepped off to go make myself wet my face. I'm getting so hot.
Mikey wanted to ask you something. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just wondering about what you want to do about if when I come on and stuff. There's our weather for the next.
Wow.
Minuses. Wow. Do you want to swap a bit?
Sure. Actually, that's not even cold yet, man. I'll wait until January or February, man. It gets crazy. Minus 45.
I was waiting for you to say, "Oh, sorry, man, my wife ain't into that stuff." It's a nice offer, my friend, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I guess that was the show. STST came. I still don't believe he was a flat earther though.
No, I don't.
No,
Not even close.
it's hard to believe. Very hard.
You can't go from distrusting NASA back to trusting them again.
No, but there's just too much things there which show different than from that he believed the Earth was flat. You understand?
Go on.
Yeah, and his arguments are too, they're not very big. He says like when I say, "What happened to the Earth looking flat?" Oh well, when you look at it, it just looks like that. It's just what people see and they believe it. And there was no argument for it, just that. That's what people think they see.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't think, why is it flat? And then all of a sudden, I don't believe it anymore. Like I said, didn't really give a straight answer why he thought it was flat. He sort of beat around the bush and said a whole sad story on, I don't believe that the governments are truthful, so therefore I think there was extra land. And then I stumbled onto a Director Bay, and then so then all of a sudden I just saw you can't go to Antarctica, and now he believes you can go to Antarctica for some odd reason. Not understanding you can't go independently. It's impossible.
Chillin says he came, he lied, he effed off.
I've still got that. It's not even a challenge, but that whole Venus seen in the night sky. No Globie will ever show that on their model ever. Yeah, ever.
Yeah, that's it.
I was looking at one when I was at my mum's last week. I don't know whether it was Jupiter or Venus, but it was literally there before I went to bed, and it was in the same place next morning.
Yeah. No.
Not even moved.
I also got a question though. What's more believable, that the person can make a model and take a photo of a model in a studio, or you can violate natural law to take that so-called photograph that was shown to be fake anyway?
Remember that thing I shared on my channel, that news benders?
Yeah.
Where that bloke goes for a job and he's showing him how the like studio make all news for the next 10 years or something.
Yeah, so we've already got the narrative set up for the next 10 years.
Right.
I mean, I can remember one of them. It was supposedly from Russian filming International Space Station, and you could see shuttle docked onto it, and it were clearly airfix.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, clearly.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Perry says, when I talk to my older brother about the flat earth, he gets all angry at me. Yeah, that's the cognitive pain, mate.
Yeah. It is painful for them.
Yeah.
Some people it's very painful, especially if they're heavily invested into it.
That's people thinking they know better when they know nothing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Especially when they're
Like-
heavily
like-
invested into it.
Like when I make a comment and there's 100 people all they feel need to have to tell me I'm wrong. That's pain.
Okay.
Did you watch my latest quick video I made before the stream?
Yeah, I commented on it. I think.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
I read it this morning. You did one this morning.
No,
I did
no, I did it now before the stream.
Have you done another one? All right.
Oh, what am I doing?
I haven't seen this one.
It's a quick one. Someone tried to debunk my grater. You know the grater video I did?
No.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Always have to do it this way. It really sucks.
My YouTube now. Last week I was getting pop-ups to say you can't use an ad blocker, and I could just press X and I could watch it. Like, but now I'm just getting a black screen and things spinning around, and it for about length of 2 ads. You know, so it's like I might as well be watching ads rather than a black screen.
Okay, yes, that video quickly. This is so dumb. This is what he's claiming. He's claiming my camera is showing up. That's why it's going down. But he contradicts himself because yeah, he's saying the level is yeah. Look where he's showing the eye level. That's where he's showing it.
Go back to that though.
Yeah, it's going-
his
it's going-
cheese grater game bigger.
No, his cheese grater is staying the same, but look at the line. This is where it says the camera eye level is. But look where he's putting it here. He's saying it's level up. Sad.
Empty.
And let me just quickly debunk it, like in 2 seconds.
Who's that? Who's done that?
Some stout truth, dude. Truth stout. I don't know.
True start.
Yeah. There's my thumbnail. What does it show in the thumbnail? I don't know. Maybe it's level. Whoopsie. I mean, this is just because the people can't accept it. I mean, really,
Exactly.
it's so simple, yet they can't accept the stuff.
Yeah, I sent you a TikTok video there, Flatzoid. If you want to play it, you can or not. It doesn't matter to me.
Where's it
On your email.
my email?
Yeah, I watched that video you posted this morning. It was nice to see Sean chucking his measurements on the buses again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean. He doesn't realize how he's doing. Oh, sorry, it's just the music about us.
He thinks he calls us liars and stupid, but the reason he thinks that is because he's stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is. I really don't think he's dishonest. I just think he's that stupid.
He's just that stupid. Yeah. Mikey, you want to maybe explain to the people what you viewed? Yeah.
The which?
Maybe you want to explain to the people what you're seeing here.
Yeah, that would be the video from my YouTube channel, but I made it into a TikTok video. The star Sirius back in April or March, and it was taken through 20 by 80 binoculars and recorded with my cell phone.
Yeah, that's definitely not what they show us.
No, and I'm trying to communicate with some of the other truthers who are recording stars with their P1000s or P900s, and all the stars they take are blurry. And I used to
Yeah.
do that too with mine, and
Yeah, mine, it won't focus on them for some reason.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I'm not seeing that video.
Oh yeah, I played it for everybody. I
Playing
didn't.
on YouTube.
Yeah, I played on YouTube.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, there we are. Yeah.
Looks like Mjolnir, doesn't it?
National habitat. Water found on potentially life-friendly alien planet.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, how do they know anything if they can't prove anything to us, show us anything? No, they just claim that they got something out there that's able to do stuff.
Right.
No proof of it. How do they even know anything from those machines if they're out there? So far away, you wouldn't be able to contact them whatsoever. But they do. They got the nicest connection.
Yeah.
And the best cameras, but we never see anything real.
Oh, what's the link for
You have to
Mike?
make illustration.
Mikey, they want your YouTube link. Let's see if I can get it quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. This is Mikey Smith's YouTube link, guys. If you want to subscribe, there we go. Please do subscribe to Mikey. I see Huge Arse is live.
What is it?
Huge Arse.
Hey, Flatzoid, not that it matters to me, but I'm just kind of curious if you've thought about the whole McToon debate business. Because even though, yeah, I know that Michael Kahn and a few other people just think it's kind of a waste of time, but it's you're obviously your decisions. But
Well, I don't know if you watched the last shit show he brought.
no,
Yeah.
I tried to watch it for 5 minutes. Of it.
He stormed off.
He ended up getting
really?
triggered and leaving. Yeah, I told him there won't be a next time.
Good, I'll have to watch that.
Yeah. Flat said there won't be a next time then.
Because his excuse to debate was he was a Patreon member, which is part of their right then, because it's a perkism as a patron, and he misused it. Let's put it that way. And after that thing I was acting last time, I just told him, sorry, there's no next time. You can take your Patreon money and shove it up your ass. You know what I mean?
Good stuff. Awesome. Okay.
But yeah, that's it. Underground Tunnel says, have you asked Mike yet what his beef with you is having a green screen and have super chats yet?
Well, that's with everybody. I'm trying to figure out what people's intentions are for YouTube, because we're not getting anywhere. We need to be doing more outside and attacking our government in some way or another. Of course, on the legal bounds, of course.
Yeah, I can't imagine us running there, hitting the government. You will listen. Yeah, but I mean, not everybody's made for street activism and all that. Yeah. People have different ways of getting the word out there.
You heard out from all the things that you've took in, Mikey?
Yes, there's been a couple of lawyers responding back to me, but they don't want to pursue it, but they are aware. There is one lawyer in town that is aware of, like, he's kind of into all these things that go on beyond the news, and I'm going to keep bugging him. And
the problem is, I would imagine, they'll be laughed at at being a lawyer, won't they? If they take
Yeah, like within their system, they would probably lie out. Yeah, but I don't care. I'm going after anybody and whoever I can, whatever it takes. You know, and all they have to do is read the information once, and it makes them think. You know, so it's whether they do anything about it or not, I could care less. But at least I'm putting pressure on them. You know.
Just watch your back, like, because they might come and take you away.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. I'm always suspicious of lots of things. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna take one away.
And like I get it how some people have jobs and families and stuff. Like I'm not in that kind of predicament, so I have the ability to do kind of whatever I want in a way, you know. Like I don't have anybody holding me back, or I'm not going to lose my job or whatever it is, you know. But I just wish everybody could, you know, not have those issues, you know, and just do whatever it takes, you know. Obviously, but. It's just frustrating because I hate being lied to. Like you hear this stuff, like you said, everybody talks about the planet or the globe or blah, 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 you know, on TikTok, the news, whatever it is. And I'm just like, shut up. It's not a globe, you know, or the planet this, the planet that. No, what are you talking about? You know, you're just talking. You're just randomly repeating shit that you haven't even explored, you know?
Sure.
It's just, and it's frustrating to me anyways. I don't know. Yeah. Because all the zombies, they just believe anything you tell them anyway. So what does it matter? Tonight. Not sleep at all. I'm gonna go out and.
Yeah, and sci-fi movies is probably the biggest reason why people believe in all the crap NASA and everyone comes with.
Yeah.
Because our world is being pushed as that crap since I don't know when. They pushed space before they even had a movie out for real. And it's always been aliens and space. That's the most used movie, the most made movies ever in the old days. Aliens and space.
Okay, so Bobby, good day.
Even when the ball had to spin with a string in it,
stuff on my mind right now. We are going to. I need to make this smaller. Let's go back. Did you guys? Do you guys get eclipses over there? Whether it's lunar or solar eclipses? I'm gonna try to see.
We had a solar eclipse back in like 2020,
and
last one, I think, somewhere around that 2020 or 2021.
Yeah, I don't really focus on them
all that often.
Yeah, that whole thing is just confusing as hell because I zoomed right into that thing and. I don't know whether it's the moon or not, but I don't see no moon.
Oh no, yeah, that argument we had a couple of times. You don't see the moon. You don't see the moon.
No.
You can't see the moon.
Yeah, the last lunar eclipse we had in the UK was 2019, January.
I would have thought you should. Well, if it really weren't moon, because it looks like a perfect dish, doesn't it? Shouldn't you see some craters or something like poking on edges of it?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That's what I'd have thought.
And then every month there's a new moon, and supposedly to the globe theory, the moon is in front of the sun. That's why we can't see it. Well, if that is true, then there should be eclipse every month. Look at how fast I'm going. It's just nonsense. And they move at different speeds. The moon would only be in front of the sun for like 2 hours maximum. Does not provide proof.
And wouldn't we have some kind of shine coming out from the area, some big shine when the sun is hitting directly on the moon? The moon would make some kind of shine out from it.
Talking about celestial navigation.
We don't even see anything. We see a dark spot. And we don't even see something enter or something leave for real. We just see something going in front and making it black.
You never see it before it hits the moon or after it leaves.
No, there's no moon there. There's something else we can't see, which is there, but we can't see it.
Wait for Ryan.
We might just not have the spectrum to see it with our eyes. It might be something we can't see with our eyes. Maybe dogs and cats can. That's why I thought about that thought. Maybe dogs and cats can see that thing. We don't know. Some other animal.
Yeah.
We just got shitty eyes next to a lot of other creatures, I wonder if the cats and the dogs actually see those things. You know, they do have a better spectrum.
Well,
They
yeah,
can even see in darkness. So
the possibility.
I'm tired. I am tired.
yeah, cats can even see in the dark. So
of debates.
So I think there's things that we're not supposed to have, and
Explain
we're
to
never going to
me
find out. And
what a
Yeah,
debate
like it could be a
does.
veil of some sort that we can't
Can
see.
you please
You know
do
what I
that?
mean?
it's the glory of God.
Yeah.
yeah, to me, I am for now. I stick with the holographic simulation theory. It makes a lot of sense to me. This world doesn't have to be the world. This could be a test or a school from the actual world. You know, that it makes a lot of sense.
Quite easy, but show me how you can prove it. Just don't give me a
Where's
Google
Flatzoid gone?
explanation or some
Still there.
diagrams. Look,
Yeah.
Probably trying to figure out how to cool himself down.
and rent a fucking boat.
I'm
Yeah,
not
it's still- I've seen a
man.
picture on YouTube anyway.
To review it today for
Yeah, I don't think he's. Yeah, we can't hear what I'm doing. So
because all we. Well, Mike, I can't do that.
I mean, you're on in YouTube, Mike.
Yeah, I'm looking for a specific part. I'm looking
Oh,
for
I see,
yeah.
I don't just babble about this stuff. Look at that. It's a fucking.
Are you showing something that we can't see in?
Yeah, I haven't shared the stream yet.
right.
It ain't a circle.
I'm trying to get to a
So this
specific
means
part that I want to ask him something.
You gotta be scientific about it. This line represents A for asshole, B triangle.
Yeah, I think it's a roundabout, yeah. Let's quickly.
oh, something I said.
That's not. Yeah. Share screen. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay.
I hope it's nothing bad.
Oh, serious. Oh my god.
I think it's a roundabout, yeah.
I don't just babble about the moon being supposedly 3,000 miles away. Well, I'm gonna show you some angles on a piece of paper. And I'm gonna show you some more fucking angles. Here. Look at my diagram, guys. Woo! Look at this triangle. Let's draw the fucking moon in the sky. Look at that. It's a fucking triangle, or it could be a pyramid, however you want to look at it. It ain't a circle. So this means A, we got to be scientific about it. This line represents A for asshole. B, we're going to have B over here for bitch. And then we're going to have C at the bottom here for cunt. Oh, cunt.
Oh,
Okay, so we're
Watch your language.
Okay, now I gotta ask you. This is specifically targeted at me with my diagrams. So
With everybody's diagrams.
no. This is specific for me. This whole stream even started with me debating McToon. And on one, I can't remember which stream it was, where you were specifically talking about me accepting super chats and on this recliner. So I want to know. It's time to speak out. What is your issue?
Yeah, sure. I can do that.
What's your issue?
Well, first of all, part of it is my attention span, like I've mentioned in the email. I just can't find the reasoning towards diagrams when there are two people, not just you. I'm specifying like McToon. All as you guys do is argue about diagrams. Go outside and disprove gravity that way. It'll be done in 10 seconds. I don't understand why we have to talk about A and B in this angle and interpathy that nobody understands the whole concept of interpathy. I can't even say the word half the time.
entropy.
Like, I just want to see something. It'll be over in 10 seconds if you could provide proof or disprove of anything. Like, I don't, to me, it seems like you're debating on who knows the most knowledge. That's it. Or who can show you the best diagram on Google. That's all. It's not disproving or proving anything, you know? And then yet you go on and do it again and again and again and again and again when you could end it by doing an example outside or in your house within seconds, like I do with the Slinky. I disprove gravity 10 times over. I don't have to show you diagrams. I can show you something in reality. That's what I want, something in reality. And like McToon, he talks about the curve. Every globe he talks about the curve. There is no curve. Show me the curve. I can show you how flat it is, but you show me the curve, and they'll never do that. And nobody's going to show me disproving or proving an example of gravity. I've done that, so I'm over with gravity. That's done.
I disagree with you, though. The reason we do the diagrams is to show people, to explain to them how it works. That's why a person does gravity.
But there are people that don't understand that.
That's why you have to do it in a diagram, so they do understand it. It's explaining it to a person. You can do all the demonstrations you want in the world. It's not going to change the fact that if they don't choose to accept it, they don't accept it.
But they can see what I am doing with the gravity experiments.
Yeah, Slinky, but Slinky doesn't debunk gravity, though.
Okay, so why is it not falling all at once then?
It's got tension. It's the mechanics of the Slinky.
But there's gravity. There should be pulling it down.
No, there's no gravity.
Okay, hot air balloons.
I'm not a Globie, remember. But I'm just saying.
Hot air balloons then.
What do you mean? What influence? It's just denser than the air around it.
Hot air rises.
Yeah.
That's what makes the balloon float.
Hot air balloon, yeah.
Yeah, done. Why are we even talking about gravity? It doesn't exist. Why are you talking about it? We could talk about 14 hours about it.
Because they made a claim about gravity, so that's how it works in the debate. If a guy makes a claim, I have to keep him to his burden. He has to keep the claim.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
But they're not proving anything about gravity whatsoever.
It's like this. Flatzoid likes to debate them on their level. He does what he likes to do. I don't like it, so I don't watch it, do I, Flats?
No, and I understand that.
If it bothers you that much, Mike, you don't watch it. I don't.
Well, I don't. I just.
But Flats is his own person. He likes to debate people. He does what he does.
Yeah, I mean, it's people do things in a different way to cater to different people.
Yeah,
you understand?
But
so
it's not getting anywhere. Just repeating it all the time. Like it's been 20 times.
Remember, I don't do this for the anti-flat earthers. I do this for the new people coming into the.
Yeah.
I get a lot of emails from people saying, "Oh yeah, I've just found you," and they actually want to talk further on the subject, or thank you for this. The normal people is who I'm targeting. I don't give a shit about the anti-flat earthers. I just use them to get the message out there. Just like you go to do street activism, I do it online. People do it in different ways.
If we were all outside doing demonstrations, then there's got to be a variety of different ways that we approach this. I just like to make videos and make fun.
I understand the feeling of being lied to, though. You know what I mean? You hate that feeling. So
I hate it. That's why we're all here, isn't it? At the end of the day, we all hate it.
So I understand the frustration when people don't understand why something's going on. But I see the reason for debating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean,
I understand the frustration.
But somebody's got to deal with these trolls, otherwise,
that's why we have. That's why we have the purges.
Yeah, the purges are good.
And I'm really starting to think that Luch dude is Andrew Johnson. Because the guy is just messaging me non-stop on Discord, like non-stop. I'm not even answering back, and he's still just messaging and messaging.
Go and look in Ellement from that night you were debating him, and you'll see my comment saying, "Sounds like Andrew Johnston."
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
See, hold on a sec here. Hey, Juno Edwards, it's a globe now, right? Because you fucked up on that comment, you fucking bitch. Fuck you guys. Fuck.
And there's Mikey gone.
What happened there, like?
He got triggered because Jonah Edwards doesn't believe Mikey what he said. But still, Mikey didn't answer me when he said he was specifically targeting me about my super chats and me on my recliner. So yeah.
Look, you can't be telling other people how to run the channels and that's how I see it. Like everybody wants to do whatever they want to do.
And the stream I just showed, if you go to watch the whole stream, it was specifically about me drawing diagrams and me debating people.
Yeah, I remember
Me
that.
telling me I'm not a truther because I accept super chats and I'm on a recliner. You know what I mean? That's why I get pissed off about it. So if he wants to do his street activism, that's good of him. I've got nothing against that. But to plainly go out and try and badmouth me and talk shit about me behind my back and not have the man to back it up now, live, well, what am I supposed to say?
That's it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry. But if the guy has the balls to, on his stream, literally be really rude and mean about me and call me a shill for because I sit on a recliner and because I have a green screen and take super chats, but doesn't have the balls to back that up when he comes on here, what the hell am I supposed to do about it? I wasn't rude to him or anything. I just wanted him to explain himself.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry if the other people feel offended by his comments, but what can I do?
Exactly. That's it. I mean, he said what he got. He said he did that. A rage quit.
I mean, look what he
That's it.
started doing straight away when he came on here. The guy's a hypocrite. Started put a link on for his t-shirts and merchandise apparel. But he's got a problem with people getting super chats. But he wants to sell apparel. I mean,
Yeah.
what? It's like he just wanted to come on here just so he can get exposure for his channel or something. I don't know. What the hell? What must I think? So yeah.
Yeah. There's no need for it anyway. Yeah.
And I don't know why he had to get so triggered now and leave. I mean, he could have just spoken like a normal person and then we could have just ironed it out and left it. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
I think Jono made him great.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Great is quiet for people. who don't know
people
who's
have their own opinions and things, so you can't stop a person from thinking what they do.
No. Exactly.
Hey, Truth Over Comfort, thank you for coming. Sorry, guys, but I think we're going to end the show here anyway. It is 11 o'clock.
It is.
Do you see? I see we had 103 votes, guys. So you're doing well. 50% say yes, 9% say no. That's not a good thing. And I'm okay. 41%. That's okay, I guess. If you guys were in the no category, I do pray for you and hope you get better with whatever happened. So yeah, guys, thanks for coming. What do you guys have to say about the whole STST thing, though?
Yeah, I'm still not convinced. Like I said, I don't see like you said the passion about the globe, but no passion for the flat earth when he came into it. Even though he said he was unsure and all that about himself, not about the flat earth. But especially when I asked him about NASA, do you obviously thought NASA was a joke then, allegedly, as a flat earther? Do you still think NASA are a joke? Do you? And he said he trusts them now. I don't get how you can.
No, I don't get that either.
No.
No, makes no sense. I don't believe him.
No.
Yeah, I mean, how can you claim so many things and then just totally go against it?
Exactly.
And all maps are made from the globe? No, man. And all machines, they run on a flat, flat base. They run on you know what I mean. Military machines, most things they run on a flat map. They wouldn't work on a globe.
No.
They don't even calculate it like that. So
Yeah,
then
it's
the
crazy.
globe had to be made into a map that all machines they also work on. And come on.
But I mean, that's the thing. Even when they did the with cartography and traveling the oceans and whatever, they didn't do it in a globe. They did flat cartography. They did maps based on flat. And later on, they decided, let's try and make it into a globe, and that's how they. I mean, it's really stupid. You can take that same globe that they have, and you can just transpose it onto a cube, and you have the same distances. It's not going to make a difference. Does it make the Earth a cube now? Because the distances are the same. No, it doesn't.
No.
It's just a feeble argument, innit? That's, for me, like, I mean, I'm interested in knowing whether I don't live on a ball, and I can pretty much confidently say I know I don't.
No, I don't.
I'm not. Without getting in an aeroplane and flying all over the place and drawing what I see, I'm not going to come to any understanding of whether these maps are, even whether continents are shaped how they are, you know? How would you know?
Yep.
Exactly.
It's just something stupid to argue about. Maps keep you under control.
Yeah. Yeah, well. Okay, guys, well, you're going to have a show tomorrow night, Michael. You want to quickly plug your show, your channel?
Yeah, doing a show with Paula tomorrow. Bit of Bible.
I was calling tomorrow.
Yeah. Nature,
do you
nature
want me,
God, and divinity of Christ.
do you want me in the chat or?
No, you can join, like.
Yeah, thanks.
Awesome. Well, guys, please do go watch Michael's channel tomorrow. Going to be an exciting show.
Yeah. What I'm going to say ain't going to naturally go along with a lot of flat earthers either, so it should be interesting.
Nah. Yeah. But it's gonna, catch the people it's gonna catch. I'm sure not gonna be there, but that's not because of the show. I would be there for you. But I have to watch a Champions League match tonight and tomorrow night with my friend. So I won't be around in those hours if it's the standard time.
It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, thank you, Rachie. Rachie stuck your channel link in. Thank you, Rachie,
Yeah,
very much.
You know,
I might be able to grab like half an hour.
I love flat Earth and I've got a passion for it, like, but it's getting a bit stale. I want to talk about some Bible stuff and that because I think that's more important. So, Paula asked me if I'd be up for doing some videos with her, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll get it going. We're gonna try it."
Yeah, it'd be great, definitely. So I was gonna say,
why not?
Yeah, thanks guys for coming. Appreciate it. Thank you everybody that came. The Geo Rachie stuck the channel link up there.
Here's Rachie.
Yeah, so you can just click on that link and then go to Michael's channel and go watch it tomorrow. So thanks guys all for coming. Really appreciate everybody coming. Appreciate it. And Mikey Smith, dude, don't take it personally. I just wanted you to talk about it, mate. You didn't want to step on your toes, mate. Anyway, thanks all for coming. See you guys all tomorrow night. Well, Wednesday. Have a great day and evening further. And many blessings. May the pressure be with you. Cheers.
The first day.
Peace out.
The first